about Love Life and how far God has brought us since we've been here in East Point, it can blow your mind. In 2002, we actually started in Warren at a Holiday Inn Express. We were there for about 4 or 5 years. And I believe by the time we left there, our membership was right around 30, 35 members, and we moved to 10 Mile. 10 Mile right there on Flux, and it was a 6,000 square foot building sitting on just about a half an acre. And we grew there, and we stayed there for approximately 5 years, maybe 6 years, somewhere around in there. And God grew us, and we had an opportunity from there. We had an opportunity to move to our current location here on Topher. Topher, we are so blessed. We had a partnership with the East Detroit Public School System. We were able to purchase this building debt-free. This building sits on about just over 8 acres of property. That's God. I mean, to know that we actually own 2 full city blocks in the city of East Point, as well as our building is about 48,000 square feet. What an awesome task. But now God has taken us even further. It's now time for us to expand and to build.
Love Life is to be a beacon of light in this community. So this project will be that beacon, not only for our church, but for this community and its surrounding communities.
Why now? Why build now? Well, we've recently launched an evangelism outreach program. And in that program, our goal is to reach the community. We are already at 80% capacity. We cannot allow a shortage of capacity to inhibit us from doing what we need to do. Our pastor has given us a vision. It's our goal now to run with that vision and to position ourselves to respond to what he's asked of us.
I'm excited. I'm excited about us being able to build a sanctuary so that we'll be able to use our current sanctuary for the purpose in which it was intended. And that's a multi-purpose room. Pastor has a vision to open that up to the community for, just basketball leagues, just for any kind of recreational programs that would enhance the lives of the citizens in this immediate area, and then of course the surrounding area.
The man of God spoke it 5 years ago. When the man of God speaks, we need to get in line with what he speaks. Just as in the Bible, when Moses spoke and God had spoken to him and told him to build a tabernacle. When they first stepped out of Egypt, they wasted their riches. So they still had enough to give to the project when the man of God called it forth. So as our man of God has called us to enlarge our territory, we need to get on board. You're going to hear some numbers. Don't be frightened by the numbers that you hear. That just lets us know that this project is larger than us.
We all know that it's been on our pastor's heart for quite a while. It's been his vision to increase and take over this beautiful Macomb County area that we reside in. But now it's time for us to step up and just carry out that vision. We hope that everybody pledges and joins us hand in hand to build a sanctuary brick by brick. There are many ways to give that he will talk about, not only financially, but through volunteering as well, and just rendering your services on the Love Life Family Christian Center. So
I believe there's greatness here. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be here. I believe God has ordained this time for us to plan, to build, to carry out the vision. And the only way we're going to do that is to thoughtfully and prayerfully consider what our pastor is sharing with us even now.
We're not just building a new sanctuary just to be building a new sanctuary. We're expecting. We've heard word after word of what the Lord intends for Love Life Family Christian Center. So we can't just sit and wait for it to happen. We have to make plans and provisions for it to happen. And of course, without faith, it's impossible to please God. This is much, much, much bigger than what we can do within ourselves. But as we join the Lord in what he's doing, he'll make the provision and he'll get the glory.
It's now time for us to expand and to build. You might say, well, Pastor, why build? The real answer is because I know this is what God is telling us to do. It's time for us to increase our capacity to meet the needs of the people in this community and abroad, to set a standard, to allow people to see God like they never have before. And I really believe that as we build this building or build this sanctuary onto our current location, we're going to become an edifice that's going to be able to fulfill one of the vision points of our church, and that is to be a multi-purpose complex.
All right, everybody, come on, lift them up now. Come on, let's go. We are the children. No weapon formed against me. Come on, come on. All right, come on, come on. Let's bless him.
We're gonna take this life. We're gonna take our stand. We can conquer anything. We're marching. We're gonna take this life. We're marching. We're gonna take our we can conquer anything.
Be of good courage. Come on. And there's no need to fear. We know Satan is defeated. And according to his promise,
We're marching. We're gonna take this land. We're marching. We're gonna take our we can conquer anything. We're marching. We can conquer anything.
all right, come on, let's lift him up now. With the high praises and the sword in our hand. We're strong in the Lord.
We're family-oriented, community-driven, a servant leadership type of church. And with this new addition, we're going to be able to meet all those and to affect the families and the lives of people in this community in Macomb County and abroad. So I do ask that you join us, that you pray, that you give, as we together produce what God has told us to do. You might say, well, you know what, Pastor? You're asking a lot. I know. But this is about faith raising as much as it's about fundraising. And I want you to be a part. Remember, God is doing this. Many of you have been with me the whole time. And you know, from whence we've come, and now look at where we're at. The first 15 years, we've learned a lot. The next 15 years, we're making an impact for the kingdom of God and for generations to come. We're setting a culture for our kids and our grandkids and those that come after us. So I want you to become a part of something, a move of God that's much bigger than you, much bigger than me. This is God. So join in. Let's build this expansion. Let's come together. Let's pool our resources and watch and see if God won't breathe on what we're doing and supernaturally provide every resource that we need. I'm counting on you for your prayers and for your support. God bless you. I love you.